go. What's good, everybody? It's the day after Thanksgiving, and your boy is jumping on the phone to make some calls. So I figured, why not do it live, right? It's the day after Thanksgiving. Should be a lot of people home. Figure it's the perfect time to do some follow up calls. I've actually got a lot of follow up calls with people who have not answered that I want to try to catch. And so logically, it just made sense to me. Why sit at home, do nothing, watching TV, playing video games when I could be in here trying to get to this money? So, gonna give it a few minutes here, get some people time to join. In the meantime, because I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes before I start making calls. So, if anybody here who's on right now or coming on has any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, man. Hope all y'all had a great Turkey Day. Got to spend it with loved ones and family and friends. Had a great one yesterday. I was with my brother Quentin. We was celebrating Thanksgiving with his family, so it was a great time. John, what up? What's up, my guy? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope everything's good your way, bro. That's for my guy Jonathan Chase McCall. Fire dude right there. Known him for a hot little minute. Haven't gotten to see each other in a hot little while. That's because he's been on his grind. But yeah, guys, just gonna make some calls here day after Thanksgiving. Want to see what's good, man. See if I catch some people, man. I'm trying to get some deals. So let's see. Let's get rocking and rolling, man. Fuck waiting. Let's get going.
Please leave your message for 713.
Hi, Mr. Peterson, comma. This is Pablo reaching out to you about your property on Black Willow Drive, comma. It was sent to me by my leads team saying you're interested in selling. Question mark. All right. On to the next one. I'm gonna run these through these pretty quick, guys. I have a lot of them, and being that as it is, I'm trying to get through them all as fast as possible today. So how was you guys' Thanksgiving, man? I hope everybody had a good one. Got lots of turkey, got lots of pies, got lots of ham and all that good stuff.
You've reached Israel Varela. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
The mailbox is full and can.
Let's see. So I got like 80 calls to make, and I'm going to make all of those calls today, right here, right now. They're follow-up calls, so should blow through them pretty quickly. But at least want to say I came in today and got some work done, got closer to the bag. Know what I mean? Okay, so this lead is supposed to be, they were actually under contract. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna just shoot her a text. Hey, Miss Kim. So basically, I'm texting her, hey, Miss Kim, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I was just following up to see how things are coming along with your closing and whether or not I will be able to be a second option. All right. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Master Jer? Oh, man, Jer, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Jacob, what's good? Yes, I am the only one here in the office today, man. I'm the only one about that life. Juan, what's up? Do you guys JV a Novation property? I mean, I don't see why we couldn't. You'd probably have to reach out to me, Juan, so we can get a little bit more finite details. So that way we can see if that's something that is doable. So if you want to hit me up on Messenger, bro, I'll be glad to go over a few things with you and see if it's something that could work for the both of us. All right. Brendan, what's good, man? Let's see. Brendan's question is, how would you approach a friend's family member about selling to you instead of losing their house to the bank? So that's a good question, bro. The way I would approach that is this, right? I would go to them and say, hey, listen, I can be a option for you, so that way you don't lose anything and maybe you can walk away with something. Because if they're gonna lose their house to the bank, right, then it's a done deal. They probably lose it and they won't get anything from that. But if you can kind of convince them on the finer points of why you could help them out, like such as, look, I can help you out, get your property sold for you, maybe get some money in your pocket, but at least if I get the property sold for you or get you out from underneath it, then your credit won't take a hit that it's been taken if the bank's about to take it. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of make it make sense to them in the sense of where, look, I'm the helping hand that can be the problem solver to the situation that you're in. You have a house that you're about to lose to the bank. Now, that gives you a short window not to lose it. So if they go under contract with you, that gives them more time because they can present that contract, which is an offer to purchase, to the bank and say, hey, listen, please hold out on the foreclosure situation. We have a buyer for the property. We just need the time for them to do their inspection and go through everything, and then they'll be closing. That should buy them generally another 30 to 60 days, right? And in that 30 to 60 days that you just bought them, you bought yourself time to be able to find you a buyer so you can wholesale the property if you're not going to buy it yourself and take it down. Okay. So I would kind of stress to them like, look, I can help you guys out. Tell them to kind of extract whatever relationship that y'all have from things and let them know, look, this is something that you're doing now. And you can put them under contract, bring a buyer to the table, get it sold, and possibly put some money in their pocket. If you want, I wouldn't mind helping you out with that. Maybe go over the numbers with you, so that way you can present it to them in a way where they'll see the helping hand that you're extending. Make sense? So if you want, hit me up on Messenger and we can go over it. All right, let me jump on this next call. I remember talking to this one. Let's see. Okay, so this one, she's got some squatters and currently in a court battle. I remember that. Let me see what's up with her. Maybe she's got an update on the squatter situation.
Hello, you reached the voicemail for Charity Henson. If you would please leave your name, number, and the reason for your call, and I will get back with you just as soon as I can. Thanks, and have a blessed day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Ms. Henson. This is Pablo giving you a call back. Just wanted to see if there was any update on things. And I also actually had an idea that I wanted to run by you that might work with the squatters that you got going. So give me a call back at your earliest convenience. If not, you can, if you don't catch me today, you can always catch me Monday, 210-934-3651. All right, on to the next one.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9.
So you figured today would be a great day to call people because everybody, for the most part, is home, except for a few of those who had to go in. So I figured, today would be great to get some of these sellers that I have not been able to get a hold of. Literally, I have like 70, 80 contacts that I've been trying to reach over the last like 30 days. And literally, I've been hitting them like once every other day. A lot of them, this is already the 5th attempt at me hitting them and still no answer, such as this last one. All right, next one. Let's see. And guys, I can't stress to you how important it is to make these types of calls and make them on a regular basis.
please leave your message for Judy.
All right, this is someone that I actually spoke to and ran Novation down to him, but he needed to speak with his wife to see if it's something that she would be agreeable to. So let's see what's good. Maybe I can catch them both today, the day after Thanksgiving.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Hi, Mr. Berard, this is Pablo. We spoke a few weeks ago about the idea of Novation to be able to sell your home, and you were going to speak to your wife. Oh, that's him calling me back. Beautiful. Hello?
Oh, just returning a call.
Hey, Mr. Dennis, how's it going, sir? This is Pablo. I'm not sure if you remember speaking to me a couple weeks ago.
What was that about?
We had spoke about your property, and I ran this idea of Novation down to you, and you were going to speak to your wife about it, see if it was an option you guys might be interested in.
In to sell my house?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think that we want to do that right now. But I noticed on my mortgage company has my place listed at about $414. $414,000.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have it listed at?
Let me get it pulled back up. Let's see. You said it's already listed, or you're saying that they it appraised at that much?
Yeah, it's right on my form, that they send me when I pay my mortgage.
Yeah. Okay. And just to double check, this is Mike Vane Drive, El Paso.
5585 Mike Vane Drive, yeah.
Okay, I got you. And they said they're appraising it around 400 and change. Wow.
Yeah, it's 414 on every, mortgage statement that I'm getting.
Wow.
I didn't ask for that. They just wrote that number down.
Yeah, I don't.
How much were you looking to sell it for?
Well, that's what I would have to discuss that with you guys, because I don't set the price. You guys kind of do. You know what I mean? I just tell you more or less what I think is workable, what's doable. I mean, in your area right now, most of the houses that I'm seeing are in the 300s and mid and high twos. I don't see anything in 400,000 range. That's so.
Yeah, I found that interesting. It said 414.
That they might be telling you that
Anyway,
your tax appraisal is about to go up. They might be dropping a little hint.
They're trying to get me to do a home equity loan, maybe.
Oh, okay. So maybe what they're doing is they're telling you, hey, we've got your value at this much, and if you do a home equity loan, usually they'll give you like 80% of whatever that is.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that.
Anyway,
but
my wife, I don't think she wants to sell anymore. I haven't, she's changed her mind, so she don't want to sell.
Understandable. I mean, were you guys looking to move somewhere, change to a different state or city or something, or were you just wanting to stay in El Paso?
The only thing with that is that I was getting interviewed by a company that was a mining conglomerate, and they have a refinery here in El Paso where I work, live and work. But they also have 3 of them near Tucson, where my brother wants me to move.
Okay.
And we talked about that. And that getting a job with that company would probably help that if my wife was willing to sell, but I don't think she's willing to sell. So
I got you.
Anyway, though, yeah, I think that's where we're stuck right now. So
okay. Well, it may not be such a bad thing.
Honest with you.
No, and I appreciate it, sir. I mean, it may not be such a bad thing given, what's going on with the market, right? So market's kind of tough right now.
And I haven't been hired by anybody else, but I'm going to retire from the government.
Okay.
And so I'm hoping maybe that company will pick me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
maybe I can follow up with you guys and, maybe in a couple months or something like that. I mean, I'll keep you on my follow-up list just in case things change, just to.
I got 2 or 3 months down the road, things change.
Yeah,
right?
Most definitely. And I mean, at least we've already opened up the conversation. So if it is something that you and your wife decide to do, hopefully I can be your first option.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put your name down, Pablo, in San Antonio. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. I appreciate you, sir.
Day.
You have a good one. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
bye.
bye.
All right. So that's one of those situations where what can you do? Wife doesn't really want to sell. Husband doesn't really have a concrete situation for them to go into. So it's kind of like one of those things where, hey, all you can do is follow up. So that's what I'll do. I'll keep them on follow up, update the notes. I'm putting follow up for 90 days out. I'll hit them up in February. Say February 24. See what's up. All right, Juan, let me take a look at this on IG real quick. All right, Juan. Property looks pretty dope, man. Looks real clean. Okay. All right. So what's the ARV of the property, Juan? What are you getting for ARV on this? DC, what's up? My brother Dylan DC Cook is on the Master Options Trader. If you guys are into stocks or want to know about option trading, go follow my boy DC and he will help you make that money. Dylan DC Cook, go at him. That's the guy you want to holler at about some options trading, man. He helps me out literally every day. All right, so Juan, yeah, this one looks dope, bro. Um, Austin, okay. 475 to 500, and they're willing to do 385. Dude, that's fire. That's fire. That now, how conservative were you on that ARV, brother? You got to be conservative right now. The market is crazy, but 385. I mean, you got over 100K of space there, so it should be good. Tell you what, Juan. Uh, this one looks like it's good, man. Now, have you already sent them the Novation contract? Have you done a contract with them and explained to them the whole details of it? It was listed on that. And you got it for 385, you savage. Savage. Man, that's a super. They had it listed in June when it was prime time and didn't sell it. Oh man. Why not? Yeah, brother. I think we can help you out with this for sure. I'm glad you were being super conservative. You're right. Good deal. All right. So have you sent them a novation contract, and uh you do have to do a POA as well, which is okay. Well, shoot me your email so I can help you out with that. And you do have to do a POA, a power of attorney, because they have to give you authorization to negotiate for the property on their behalf, basically. So in a novation deal, you're selling the property and you have exclusive rights to sell it. But because you are not licensed, if you're not licensed or whatever, right? And not doing this through a brokerage, then you need to have the authority to negotiate on their behalf. So basically, you would be acting as seller at that point when you are under a novation contract. And in turn, what you do is, with you being seller now, you have to have authority from the true seller to negotiate on their behalf, so to speak, with your potential buyers. But yeah, if you send me your email, bro, I can. Oh, I got it. Bet. Let me get that to you. All right, Juan, I just sent it to you. That's the novation agreement. You have to get a POA for where you're at. That I do not have for you. You have to get your own on that one. But they're pretty simple. You can go on Google and look one up because that's how we've been doing it. So it's pretty simple. You should be good to go after that, brother. What I would do is I would take that novation agreement, reformat it to fit for you, right? To make yours look real professional and stuff. Maybe put your company logo behind it, stuff like that. That's what we did with ours. We took this original one, put our logo behind it, make it look, dress it up a little bit, make it look a little fresh. Feel me? So that should help you out, brother. All right. Let's get this next call in. No doubt, Juan. Glad to help you, bro. I want you to bag that deal and then get it sold so we can maybe do a little podcast or something about it, man. That would be dope. All right. Let's see.
You have reached K-Pool and doing business at K-Pool and Handyman Service. I'm sorry that I missed your call. Your call is very important to me. So could you
I've left him a bunch of messages already, so I'm just keep shooting text messages. He obviously is not answering the voicemail. Not that he's answered the text message any better, but oh yeah. Once you get it under contract, hit me back up, right? And then what I do is I connect you with Leon. Leon does all the dispo, right? So Leon will be able to help you out with that real quick, bro. All right. And that's Austin too. Oh, that's cake, brother. That's cake. All right. Next one. Let's see. All right, we got this one. North Carolina. I've been trying to hit them.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
Same shit. They have been texting me. That is the good thing, but it's always been like a miss on the calls. Like whenever I call them, they just don't answer, but they seem to text. It's annoying as hell. I know several of you have gone through that. All right, on to the next one.
Hi, this is the Google Assistant. Can I ask what you're calling about?
Calling about Forsyth Street.
Sorry, they can't take the call right now. Thanks.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Just reaching out to you to try to see if we can get on the phone and talk about your property. I am interested in buying, but I do need to get some information from you as to the condition of your property, period. So when you have time, please give me a call back. I'm available all day today. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 281.
Let's see. Next one.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Next. I like that, Corey. Facts. All right, so this is another one I had that was interested in novation, but never got back to me. Sent them the paperwork. Let's see what's up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Richard.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Boy, Corey, say less. Pull up. Say less. Pull up. Hi, Richard. This is Pablo. I was reaching out to you because I wanted to see if you had time to go over that novation paperwork and if you wanted to move forward with it. Period. If so, give me a call back or shoot me a text. Period. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. God bless. All right, let's see. I'll still be here, Corey. That works.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh, whoops.
Please leave your message for 678-373.
Hi, Miss Carver, comma. This is Pablo reaching out to you about your property on Hall Station Road. It was sent to me by my leads team saying you're interested in selling. Question mark.
call has been forwarded to an
I've been playing tag with this one. Hi, Ms. Greba. Oh, whoops. Back that up. Mr. Greba. This is Pablo reaching out. I tried to call the other day after 3, but got no answer. Can you give me a call whenever it's good for you? You can reach me on this number with no issues. Or you can also try my direct cell line. All right, this one's in Florida. The hell does that mean? Hmm. Let me try this other number. Damn. So this lead in particular, I spoke to this guy, and his wife had got real upset at him. I guess because he was doing things in a way that was just pissing her soul off. But basically, they had got tied up with a realtor. The situation ended up being a very ugly one. They ended up getting stuck in the contract, so they didn't have to, so they wouldn't get sued. Realtor was never able to sell their property, and literally just refused to cancel until it was time, which it was supposed to be time at the beginning of the month. And they were supposed to get back with me, but they never did. But the wife was highly upset about the whole situation and blamed it all on the husband. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was so pissed off that she probably just changed all the numbers so he couldn't talk to anybody anymore. Because she was 500 degrees hot. All right. Another one in Florida. Out to 305. Let's see what's good.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Fernandez.
Yes.
Hey, it's Pablo. We spoke a while back about your property on Southwest 284th.
Right.
I was following up with you because you'd never give me a call back to let me know what ended up transpiring with the other investor you were speaking with.
Well, we decided to keep the property because everybody calls and it's blah, 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 and nothing gets to be done.
oh, we're just going to speak with my partner. Let me see what's going on. And then they don't call anymore, and I'm not going to chase no investors. No, I'm the one with the property. So
Right.
if they're really interested, well, they're telling me this is what we got. This is the offer we want to do, and that's it. So,
Okay.
I really got fed up. I understand that that's the way most of them work, because they don't have the money. They just want time to get, try to get an investor, or, trying to get somebody that comes up with the money for the property. And I understand that's how they do their money, but I don't have time to waste. I don't have time, it's either yes or no, and this is what we're offering. And if I like it, I take it. If you're down, we'll just move on. But this hasn't been like 2 or 3. Okay, we'll get back to you. Let me see what we can now go to. One of them even wanted to offer me, which they didn't even, they haven't seen the house. Ridiculous. I mean, $400,000, which that's not even going to pay off the mortgage on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So then the other one says, yes, we could sell your house for $600,000. One of them came and they did like the house, but then again they wanted terms. They didn't have the money. They were upright straight to me. This is the house is worth all you're asking for. We would even go to $600,000, but we want to speak terms. They wanted to take over the mortgage, and then little by little, make payments. I don't like that.
Right.
I don't know if tomorrow they go into bankruptcy. There's nothing else to do.
Okay.
And they even though they said that they could reverse the mortgage, I said, I don't like that. It's either I sell it or I don't.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it, Pablo. That's what's going on.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you remember talking with me. Like, we had a great conversation, but you did tell me, like, look, Pablo, I'm talking with this other investor, and I don't want to start talking to you, and then I'm still working something out with them. So I kind of got put on hold, and I was just waiting on a call back from you.
Right. No, it happened. That's what happened. I got so put up with so many different investors. All they do is call property. They want information about the property, which is understood. I understand that. But then nothing else came on. And like I said, the 2 of them that were very serious, they offered me more than the asking price, but they wanted terms. And I'm not comfortable with that.
No, and that's understandable. That can be a sticky, well, not a sticky situation. It could be a difficult situation. You have to,
right.
with terms, like I've bought properties on terms before, and it was usually the only reason why I had to buy it on terms was because they had negative equity in the situation. And so I needed to purchase the property on terms. That way I could get it to an equity position, but they just wanted to get out of it because they couldn't handle the payments no more.
Right.
But anytime I bought a property on terms, I've always done it with an attorney and through a title company. So that way a seller like yourself who may not have, done something like that can be assured that it's at least being done legally in the proper way.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. And it looked fine. It looked great. I will give you $50,000 out cash, and then we'll take over the mortgage payments and this and that, but the only thing I have now that I didn't have before is that it's been rented. Mm-hmm. We have to honor them at least 11 more months to to whoever's buying it, which I know that's good for you guys if you're investors, because you wanted the property to be rented out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. My asking price, it was listed at $599. We went to $570, and I can't go no less than $535. I mean, and the house is worth $600,000 because all around them, they're selling now for $680, $720. The new ones are going to $780 now. We just passed by, and the sign goes $780. Of course, it's new, but still, from $530 to $780, it's a lot of money. And they don't have, and the one we just passed by, they don't have like the big lot that we have. We have 15,000 square foot, which is almost a half an acre.
Okay.
And the house is already done. I mean, the only thing needs to be done there, it's one bathroom to redo. Otherwise, it's like 95% updated and upgraded. The electrical, the plumbing, everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely see houses in your area that have sold in the 600s and 500s for sure. I mean, I'm just looking. So when I look at a property, right, I look at apples to apples, oranges to oranges, right? I don't look at the new builds, because to compare a new build to your house doesn't even make sense. I look at houses that are within 10 years of
Right,
of
the
your
same
saying.
one,
Yeah.
the same contractor is 283. If you go to, I think I had the address, 160 and 283. That one just went. They sold it for 680. It's the same contractor. I believe it's a smaller house because my house has a 4-3, so it's a 1-1 in-law.
Oh, and you
So
got and you have a mother-in-law suite in the back too?
Yes, we do.
Now, does the mother-in-law suite, and I'm sorry if this seems like a silly question, right?
Yeah.
But I'm in Texas, right? And I buy all over the country, and I've seen all types of mother-in-law suites. So
Right.
does this one have plumbing and electrical in it?
Everything.
Everything? Okay, that's fantastic.
It's got a little, I'll tell you, it's not even a little, it's a little apartment. It's got a living area. It's got a kitchenette, which is a kitchen. I mean, not a full kitchen, it's a hot plate, but it's got a full refrigerator. It's got a dining room area, and it's got a bedroom with a huge closet and a huge bathroom. It's not even one of those little bathrooms you can't fit in. No, this is a full bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It was rented for $1,200.
Okay.
The only reason it's not rented now, I'll tell you, we moved to Spring Hill in Florida, and I work here 3 days a week. So I was staying there, or I am staying there Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. Then we're leaving today, and I won't come back till next Tuesday morning as I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only reason I don't have it rented. Otherwise, they wanted, even the people that rented the house wanted the in-law too, because they said they have family members that they could bring, to that. I said, okay, fine. But for now, I'm using it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the house is perfect for income money. I mean, it generates income and it'll pay itself and more.
And your bottom line is 530.
Right.
Okay. All right. Give me one.
I owe the bank for around now. It could be $440.
Can I ask you a question? And I hope it doesn't seem off, but it seems like, all right, so you have a good property. Seems like it's in fantastic condition. It's
Right.
income producing for you as well. Why do you want to sell it?
Because I'll tell you what, I don't want to depend. I have a mortgage here in Spring Hill, so I don't want to depend on right now, they just moved in. They seem like a great, but we don't know. Tomorrow they don't have the rent, and that's going to be an extra payment for me.
Right.
You understand? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to be on top of the tenants, and if they have, if they don't. I rented like many years ago. 5 years ago, we had another property. I went and moved out, and it was the hell, tenants from hell. They never had the rent. Every month they said, "Oh, we fixed this, we fixed that," and I said, don't do that because I have my own handyman. And if you're gonna, let's say you're gonna fix like the closet doors, you're gonna charge me $600 because you put on the custom. And I says, I could have done it. To get the doors and put them on, it's gonna be $150 for me,
Mm-hmm.
So they did that just to deduct it from their rent because they didn't have the rent money. And I don't want to go through it.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's so.
I mean, bad tenants, to me, it's a headache, and I don't need that.
Yeah, I completely understand. I've had my run with tenants. Don't get me started there, right? Like literally my management team's process for interviewing tenants right now is so thorough just because we have a saying in my industry that I got from my mentor, David Fisher, right? He always told me, listen, when you're renting, it doesn't matter what area you're renting in. It could be the suburbs, it could be the projects. It doesn't matter. You qualify your tenants the same way, so that way you don't end up with purple-headed Martians, as he likes to call them.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
I've definitely learned in that regard. But here's what I
learned the hard way, and that's why I said, well, I want to sell it. Eventually, I'm going to sell it sooner or later, because we're staying over there, and we like it over there. It's quiet, and I'm just trying to. My contract is over at work. Once I'm over, I am going to go work over there. So my main thing is to be worry-free.
Gotcha.
People say, so hold on to it because now they went down a little bit, but they're going to come up. Miami's going to be like LA, and Miami's going to be, San Francisco, which is already heading that way.
Definitely.
And everybody's calling for rent here. It's incredible because we have the Amazon warehouses at 264, and there's another Amazon coming at 303 here at Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
So they're calling me. They even call me in the middle of the night. Are you willing to rent a property? We have a renter. Even giving me a lot more than what it's rented for. It's $3,800. $3,800 now, and they're leaving it off for me $4,600. I said, I'm sorry, but it's already rented, and it's we are under contract.
Okay, got you. Well, I'm a straight shot, right?
Right.
I believe in my family we have a saying, hay que hablar sin pelo en la lengua.
Right.
So
where are you? Puerto Rican?
Yes, ma'am.
From where?
My family's from Corozal and from Ponce.
Ponce.
Yes, ma'am.
Really? I've been to Ponce I'll tell you what, 1, 2, 3, 11 times. My ex-husband's family is from Ponce. We've been there.
Oh man, okay, awesome.
Yeah, I love Ponce. It's like Ponce is Ponce, the rest is Puerto Rico.
Eso es lo que dicen, los ponceños somos otro clase de...
Otro clase, exactamente. They're so nice, and I have all my friends over there. So that's what I'm telling you. This is the thing. The thing is that they come and they put, oh yes, we want to do this, and then at the end, it's no, we can't. We want to offer you. I understand you guys have to make money because that's you buy it for, let's say, wholesale price, but I'm not selling wholesale.
Right.
And
And see, that's what I get, right? Like where most people would try to lowball you and throw you some crazy number and insult you.
Says, who's that? I said it's an investor. Just hang up, please. I'm fed up with that. Which is true. I understand. Mi marido me dice, un investor. No pierdas tu tiempo.
Nah, pero tú tienes que decirle, mira, yo estoy hablando con un ponceño, eso es diferente cosa.
Yeah, so that's it. Check and see what is it that you can offer. And
no, here's
I do want to sell because I want to go worry-free to where we moved.
So, Ms. Fernandez, look, this is what I believe, right? I'm looking at everything online, right? And I'm not one that's going to waste your time, okay? For an investor, this is not something to buy. So I'm not even going to make you an offer on it. But what I'm going to do is give you a solution for the problem that you have.
Okay.
So why not, instead of trying to deal with investors, right? See, I'm a different type of investor. I've bought and sold over 500 properties in the last 6 years. And I buy nationwide all over the country, right? Now, when I buy houses, multifamily, apartment complexes, whatever, right? I buy it, I keep it for a little while, and then I sell it, right?
You flip it, right.
But I don't always sell it on like the regular market per se, okay? Sometimes I sell my properties to a hedge fund, right? Because a hedge fund will come and buy cash, and then I don't have to wait so long to close for it with a traditional buyer, right? So what I was going to suggest to you is this. I sell a lot of properties like in your area, okay? And I think I can help you sell your property and get you what you want for it with one of the hedge funds that I deal with on a regular basis. So I'm not talking about, like, I'm not a realtor. I'm a straight investor, right? But even as an investor, I can still sell properties. So there's a thing called novation, right? Novation is where you would give me the rights to sell your property for you, okay? And in me being able to sell your property for you, see, when a realtor lists your property, you have some investors that look on the MLS, right? But it's limited. You're really limited to more so the traditional buyers, right? And traditional buyers right now, let's just, vamos a hablar claro, the interest rates are through the roof, okay? Not too many people want to go buy a $600,000 house with a 7% interest rate. Make sense? But a hedge fund will spend $600,000 or whatever, as an example, they'll spend that type of money because they're not doing it with those type of interest rates. You see what I'm saying? and they're buying, and they be buying you outright cash. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, right, it wouldn't cost you guys anything. Like literally, you tell me, hey Pablo, quiero 530 por mi propiedad, right?
Right.
I want 530 for the house, and that's it. Okay, cool. If you do a contract with me to allow me to sell your property under novation terms, right? You get exactly that. There's no realtor fees that you have to pay. There's nothing.
Okay.
Like, see, if you list your property with a realtor, right?
Right. With a realtor, I have a commission to pay.
Yeah, but you gotta kick them that 6%.
Right.
That's the thing. You got to kick them that 6%. So if you sell your house for 530, are you walking away with 530? I'm gonna be honest with you. I would need at least 90 days. Because I'm gonna be honest. Like with the market right now, if this would have been in July or in June,
Right.
I would have said, hey, give me 30 days and I'll have this gone for you. But right now, I had to shop it around a little bit. And I have a lot of hedge funds that I can do that with, but it's shopping it around. It's then getting them out there to see the property, to walk it. I mean, for the most part, I try to do everything with video and pictures. So that way, in your case where you have a tenant involved, I don't have to disturb those tenants, and I don't have to get you to go out of your way and change your schedule around to do showings or anything like that, you know? So I try to make it as simplistic as possible.
I don't need them now coming in for enseñar la casa con los tenants allá adentro. Eso es lo que tú sabes. That's not what I need.
I got you. And I'm familiar with that. So that's what I'm saying. You'll be in good hands like Allstate.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I don't have 90 days. I mean, if we were to do this in 30 days, más o menos un mes, perfecto. Pero 30 días, 90 días is too much.
Well, does it hurt to try?
No, because it's going to hurt because I'm going to have to sign a contract with you anyway.
But see, when you look at my contract, right, you'll see that, yeah, you're giving me exclusive rights to market the property for you. But if you get it sold on your own, I'm not holding you up. I'm not asking for a piece of anything. I'm not doing nothing. If you call me, you say, hey, Pablo, ¿sabe qué? I got somebody right now. We're all good to go. They're ready. They're going to buy it. Cool, no problem. Let me send you the cancellation, terminate everything, and get out your way. You don't owe me nothing or anything.
Yo no voy a firmarle contrato a nadie. Ya yo tengo 40 real estate. Como que me han llamado. Listen, I'll sell your property right away. But I need to have the right side. Como mismo, to go to the MLS, and we have the people already waiting. See, you have, like you said, you come with them, we'll do the deal, but I am not signing contract with them.
I understand, but I can't bring you nobody.
Yeah.
I understand, but I can't bring you nobody if I don't have any rights to market that property, because it'll put me in a situation, you know?
Right.
Because when I go to a hedge fund and I say, hey, listen, I have a property here for you guys to take a look at, the first thing they want to see is show us the paperwork that you have rights to do this, because if not, it can create some sticky situations, and I don't want that for you or for me, you know? And I'm just trying to do everything, you know, on the up and up and straight. Like, yeah. So, and the thing is that my position is just being a problem solver for you. Like, you got a situation, you want it resolved. I'm just going to try to resolve it as fast as possible and with as little headaches. That's it. Like, I'm not about getting in anybody's way. If you want, you could even, like, you could look me up. Porque yo estoy conocido por toda parte de social media por vender y comprar casas. You know what I mean? Like, I teach people about real estate.
Okay, I am going to go now. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to go in now. I'm going to head to work now. We should be there at 4:30.
Okay.
Mándame todas las informaciones, and I am going to work today, but I'm going to be tomorrow. Mándame todas las cosas tuyas, the way it works and everything. Email.
Yeah, what's your email?
It's Martha Fernandez, 1859 @gmail.com. Mándame todo por ahí, entonces from there on yo hablo con mi esposa a ver qué vamos a decir.
Okay, perfect.
Okay?
All right,
Yeah.
I'll get that done for you today,
well,
okay?
gracias.
All right, you have a good day and hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Woo, man. Well, guys, that's a perfect example of listening to your seller and then problem solving, thinking quick on the feet. Because as I'm sure you guys heard from the conversation, instantaneously, it seemed like this was a no brainer. This was not going to be a deal. Just from the simple facts that what she was asking was already too high and too close to what the property is valued at. Now, property is definitely worth every bit of 600 to 640. I looked at the comps real quick on PropStream and was going through things, right? It's definitely, the valuation is definitely up there. I'd love to see pictures of it to see how it matches up in comparison to the properties that sold. But overall, it looks like a good house, right? Now, she wants 530, about 110K less of what the value is on the property. That's a shoe-in for novation, because typically on a novation deal, you want about a 40K space there. And that 40K is going to cover your fee plus the realtor's fee that are going to be involved. Because yes, there are realtors involved with novation that still do have to get paid. But when you do a novation deal, you're taking it upon yourself to do that deal. And you're taking it upon yourself to make sure those people get paid. So it's your responsibility as the holder of the contract in novation to make sure everybody else gets paid. So your number has to be a good enough number to cover those realtor fees. Because after all, in novation, you are going to list it on the MLS, right? You are going to deal with other realtors. Even the hedge funds that most people deal with, that I deal with, have realtors that are involved that do their numbers and stuff like that for them. Usually there's a realtor on the team. So not a wholesale deal, but definitely a good possible novation deal. However, their timeline may not work just because they have what sounds like about a 45-day window that they need to get this done in, which is why she didn't want to do a 90-day contract. However, if I can smooth things over with her and reassure her that even if we do the contract and let's say I don't get rid of it in that time frame, at least she's free and clear and doesn't have anything to worry about. So I'm going to get that paperwork sent to her later after I'm finished making calls. Got a note here for myself to make sure I do it, don't forget. But again, in dealing with different sellers, right, you have to be willing to think quick on your feet, and also you have to be very creative, so where there's a will, there's a way. But all good, guys. She's going to work, so I'm going to make sure I get that info to her, and let me notate things so I can call the next one. Offer, and let me put her email in. Any questions for what you guys saw or heard right there? Any questions for me? Hell, I'll even take some criticism from you guys if you think there's something I could have done better, because after all, you guys are listening. Maybe you guys saw opening for something that I could have done there. Let me know. Or if you have questions on what I was doing. All right, got that one notated. Let's see. I got this one over in San Antonio. This one is not answered for shit. We're going to see if we get it today. Jay, thank you. Laura, yeah, she's hilarious, right? Ari, what's up? Ari's one of the team here at the office. Oh yeah, man. While I got y'all on here, man, I have been literally on here every week, right? Looking for a new female to add to this office. I'm looking for a female who's hungry, who wants to learn. You don't have to know anything about wholesaling. You don't have to know anything about real estate. I will teach you firsthand. All right. I have two ladies in the office right now, currently, and I'm looking to add a third one. So that way we got three ladies and three guys. It'll be a nice, even flow here and create lots of good feng shui. Right. So, if you are a female in the San Antonio area, you must be in this area because you have to be at this office Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. If you are a female and you are about your bag and want to get on this team, you need to inbox me ASAP. Okay. Looking for a female to add to this team. You have to be here. So if you guys know anybody, or if there's a lady on right now who wants to get down with the squad here and start getting some of this money, hit me up, hit my DM, either IG or Facebook. Hit me up so I can get you interviewed and see if we can get you started, okay? Angel, how do you find a needy, motivated seller as a wholesaler that is just starting? Good question, Angel. Good question. So, if you are just getting started and you're looking to find your motivated seller, one of the fastest and easiest ways to find motivated sellers is your pre-foreclosure list that comes out every month. Okay. So every first Tuesday of the month, there's a tax and there's tax pre-foreclosure, and there's also regular pre-foreclosure for mortgages, right? Now, the pre-foreclosure list is available through your county clerk's website. Now, here in San Antonio, the county clerk website puts up the pre-foreclosure list every first Tuesday of the month. And usually those are the houses that are getting ready to go on auction the next month. So those are highly motivated sellers, people who need to get a resolution to their situation, right? Most of them are behind in some shape, form, or fashion. So either they need to sell outright or get some type of mortgage payment plan set up. They're motivated, needless to say. So that's what I would recommend, Angel. Check out your county pre-foreclosure list. Those are usually your most motivated sellers. And if you're doing the county pre-foreclosure list, what they will provide you with is the seller's first and last name as well as the address. So once you have that, either you can go knock the door. Hey, how you doing? Listen, my name is Angel. Wanted to reach out to you because I'm a property buyer in your area and I'm looking to buy properties. By chance, are you guys interested in selling? Now, you might get the reaction, oh, fuck you, get out of here, close the door in your face. You might get the reaction, what makes you think I want to sell? Now, when you get asked that question, what makes you think I want to sell? That's usually the moment where a lot of people clench their butthole up and they're scared to say what it really is. And it's at that point that you need to answer in the most respectful and courteous, kind, understanding way. Listen, I'm an investor. I pull information from the county that gives me info into people who are behind on their mortgage and are facing pre-foreclosure. Now, I don't know if that's still currently your situation or if that even was truly your situation, because the county has known to make mistakes. But if it is, I can be a solution to that problem for you, because I buy homes like that are behind. And what I do is I'm not here to lowball you. I'm here to help you, because if I can buy your home and put some money in your pocket so that way you can go get your next home, wouldn't that be a win-win? And they always say yes. But it's addressing the elephant in the room that most people are too chicken shit to confront. So that's what I would recommend. That's right, Juan. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I mean, look at it like this, guys. PPC, you get a lead, you call them. Clear cut, simple. You know they're motivated. You know what it's about. It's just a case of negotiation. Now, getting a lead the traditional method, which is you pulling the information, you skip tracing it, and everything else, calling it, all that good shit, that involves you having all these softwares that I have here. It can be expensive. For someone who's just starting out, who maybe only has a $500 budget, that might be too much. The systems and softwares that I have here will cost you every bit of about $2,500 a month. Just being straight up with you guys. Okay. Now, and that's system softwares and processes. Okay. Having all those combined and utilizing them for one individual will run you about $2,500 a month. Now, that same $2,500, right? Matter of fact, let's chop it in half. That same $1,250, if I was to take $1,250 out of that and use it just for PPC, I could buy a lot of leads that are already motivated. I don't have to skip trace them. I don't have to really do any research on the property, right? The seller provides you with all the information that they have, right? And that they're motivated to sell and why they want to sell and their timeline to sell. So you literally go from A to Z without having to stop in between at all the alphabets on the way. So to me, it just makes more sense to jump on the PPC and buy the leads instead of sitting here and calling through. Like, on average, if you do your own campaign for an individual, right, you're going to do at least 5,000 to 10,000 leads. That's 5,000 to 10,000 leads that you have to skip trace and call. And every lead comes with anywhere from 4 to 8 to 10 phone numbers. That's a lot of fucking numbers to call, right? And that's a lot of numbers to call and then may not even get a hold of the person, or they may not even be willing to sell just yet, because you're literally fishing, right? Or you can go to PPC, which PPC is like having all the fish in a barrel and just shooting the barrel. Which one's easier? Work smarter, not harder. Just saying. All right. So let's see. This next one, the San Antonio one. Let's see what's up.
You've reached Jeanette Rockway with Coldwell Banker DN Harper Realtors. I'm not available to take your call right now, but
That's not even the seller. That's crazy. Okay. There you go, Thomas. Would love to do the deal with you, Thomas. I just dropped my email in the chat. Shoot me the details. And also, Thomas, if you inbox me on IG so we can connect directly, I'll give you my cell number so we can chop it up. All right. Let me try one of these other numbers here.
connected to an automatic voice message system. 210.
Hi, Miss Hogan, comma, this is Pablo reaching out to you about your property on Mill Hollow, comma. It was sent to me by my leads team saying you're interested in selling, question mark. On to the next one. Matter of fact, hey guys, I know like it can be a little like dull and boring right now when I'm doing these calls, right? So since we're live, fuck it. I was gonna do a webinar on cold calling, right? I was gonna do a free webinar on cold calling to everybody who was interested. But shit, I'm live right now, and you guys are in here in the chat, so to speak, right? So you got questions about cold calling, you got questions about PPC, you got questions about anything wholesaling. Let's go, run it, drop it right now. And while I'm making these calls, so that way we're not sitting here on so much quiet time, I'll answer any and all questions to help anybody who's getting started in wholesaling, already doing wholesaling. Maybe you need some assistance. Maybe you got questions about creative finance, sub two, owner finance. Listen, I've done it all, guys. I've done sub two, I've done owner finance, I've done wholesaling, I've done fix and flips, buy and hold. So if you got questions on any aspect of doing things how I'm doing it, drop it right now in the chat and let me help you guys out, man. If you need help with a deal, like my man Thomas, he's about to send me a deal to help him out with. If you need help with a deal, my email's in the comments. You can shoot it to my email, or you can drop your questions in the chat right now. Any way I can help you guys, help me be a servant to you. Help me help you. All right. So let me know what I can do for you guys. Let me know any help that you need in any capacity. Drop it right now in the comments, and I will do it right here, right now. Let's go.
Please leave your message for 9.
All right. How do you stop being nervous when talking to a seller? What's a good way to have the seller trust you? Wow. Being nervous is something that you're only going to break going through the motions. You have to get used to saying what you're saying and talking the talk and just going through the process. What I have found is that the more you actually grind, right? The more you actually get on the phone, because what happens with a lot of people is they're so nervous they never get on the phone because they worry about all these hypothetical questions that a seller could ask them, right? And instead of worrying about the hypothetical, know your information. So if you want to be less nervous, know your information before you go and speak to the seller, right? Know about the property, know what the comps are in the area. Because the more info you have, the more sure you're going to be of what you're saying, right? So knowledge is key. Know the property, know the details, right? Know what the rehabs costs are, so that way you can deliver your information smoothly and not be fumbling. That's where people get nervous. People get nervous about fumbling, right? You don't want to fumble. So just know your stuff and you won't fumble, right? As far as dealing with sellers and being less nervous, take it with a mindset that you are a problem solver, right? These sellers that are motivated, they have a problem. There's a situation. It could be something as simplistic as, hey, I got to move for a new job. Cool. Hey, I got to move because I'm getting divorced. Sucks. Hey, I got to move because, we're dealing with financial problems. We're dealing with sickness. All these reasons are motivation, but all those reasons are problems that they are having. So if you help them solve that problem, then you're going to be seen as an asset to them, right? As someone who's viable, who's trustable. So make yourself into an asset, make yourself into the ultimate problem solver, and you'll see you won't be nervous. All right. Does your team use lead managers for follow-ups? No. We do our follow-ups here. Like, I do all my own follow-ups. All of the team, they do all of their own follow-ups as well, right? Nobody, like, we have I guess our team, right? We have teams in the back office that make sure we don't miss those follow-ups. Like when we notated on Podio, right? I put on here on Podio, I got to call somebody at 3:00. I have a wonderful teammate who's named Belle. She's in the Philippines, right? She is the entire team, so to speak, back office manager, right? So she makes sure that nobody misses their appointments. She makes sure that everybody knows, because that's literally what she does. We put a contact date and time in, it goes to her, and she makes sure that we meet that date and time. So even if it's on a weekend, literally, I've had follow-ups that I notated, oh, call this person back at 2:00 on Saturday, right? Bell will reach out to me on Saturday at 12:00 and say, hey, Pablo, don't forget, you got an appointment at 3 today, or hey, you got a follow-up call at 2 today. Whatever it is, she makes sure. But the team themselves, each one of our acquisition managers in here does their follow-ups and calls themselves. All right. How do you respond when someone brings up, I'm on the DNC list? When they bring up they're on the DNC list, I say, well, I apologize. I don't know how your info didn't come up as being on there. Maybe you didn't properly register it, but I am reaching out to you about your property, and I'm not looking to lowball you, which is probably why you want to be left alone, right? I'm actually a real buyer who buys based on condition. And I tell people all the time, listen, I'm not looking to lowball you because numbers don't lie, right? Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. At the end of the day, your property is worth XYZ, okay? And at the end of the day, I can only buy it for this much, and this is why. That's just it. It's pretty simple. That's right, Juan. The cold calling is a sport, bro. The more calls you make, the easier it gets. The more calls you make, the more no's you get, and the more no's you get, the sooner you get through to a yes. Okay, let's see. Is December a good time to wholesale? I'm asking because you told the seller 90 days instead of 30 days. It wasn't a wholesale deal. It was a novation deal. Novation takes a little bit longer because you shop out novation deals to traditional buyers and hedge fund buyers. And that can take a little bit longer. And sometimes just because we also listed on the market, we listed on the market in hopes of, hey, maybe we will find that traditional buyer that's willing to pay this price, right? And if so, a traditional buyer is going to need more time to close because they're using traditional methods, which usually take 30 to 45 days. Oh, and as far as December being a good month, I'll be straight up with you. Like, normally this is the season where stuff slows down just because it's the holidays, right? And not too many people are wanting to go find a new house during the holidays, but you do have some that are wanting to sell a property and get that money for the holidays. So it can be good. Your numbers just have to be better. Okay. Your numbers have to be good enough to where you get a property at a low enough price where it attracts a buyer for you that's willing to spend that money right now at holiday season. Make sense? All right. Jason asks, how much you recommend someone for a company? How much you recommend for someone? Hold on. How much you recommend someone for a company that managed PPC campaign for investors and did really good job? I think you might have to reword that, buddy. I don't really understand that question. How much you recommend someone for a company that managed PPC campaign for investors and did really good job? Yeah, you're gonna have to reword that. Reword that so I can understand what you're trying to ask me.
Hi, you've reached 28090 number and a brief message. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a blessed day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi, Miss Galloway. This is Pablo giving you a call about your property on Amazing Grace Lane. It was sent to me by my leads team saying you're interested in selling. If so, please give me a call back, 210-934-3651. Have a great day. God bless, and hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. All right, so Angel asks, is there a script that you or would recommend a wholesaler starting out to read from? I would, if you're just starting out, yeah, I would definitely use a script just so you can know how to work through things with a seller and transition from each part of when you're talking to them. If you need a script, shoot me your email and I can get you one. I get you the one we use. You can get the ones we use here if you go on Quentin's YouTube page on the Wholesaling Houses Ground Zero. I believe he's got all the scripts that we use loaded up there. Check and see, and if not, hit me up, shoot me a DM with your email address, and I'll shoot you one. No problem. So I'm looking at this property in North Carolina right now because I had a conversation with this seller before and kind of want to make sure I have everything on point. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Homer, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah. I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to buy.
USA. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Miss Nichols, this is Pablo giving you a call back about your property on Starlight Drive. If you could, give me a call, 210-934-3651. All right, so Brendan Sully asks, can you do owner finance on a deal where the owner is in pre-foreclosure? Yes, you can. You just have to pay the balance of what they're behind on in order to get them out of pre-foreclosure. So it's definitely very doable. Like, for example, let's say there's a house, got $100,000 left on the note. They're, say, $10,000 behind and in foreclosure and about to lose everything, right? So usually what you can do is you can call the mortgage holder, the lien holder, and ask them what would it take to bring things current and take them out of foreclosure. Now, sometimes they'll say, hey, well, the full amount is XYZ, but if you bring us this, then we're willing to move forward, take you out of pre-foreclosure, and we'll even put the remainder of the balance on the back end and redo things. So it is an option, right? But it has to be the seller communicating with the lien holder, not you. So you can be there with the seller, kind of walk them through things, so to speak. But basically, you're going to have to pay something in order to get that thing done. Hey, Ms. Nichols, this is Pablo that spoke with you on the phone about your property on Starlight. You were looking to sell it, and I was looking to give you an offer on it. So if you could, give me a call at your earliest convenience, and we can go over things. Oh, great. My thing is in Spanish. That sucks. Hi, Miss Nichols. Hi, Miss Nichols. This is Pablo. We spoke the other day about your property on Starlight Drive. You told me you were looking to sell it and wanted an offer. If you could, give me a call back at your earliest convenience so we can speak. Do I use remote salespeople? Do you mean like when I have a property, for example, in Florida, and I need someone to go out there to that property? If you mean in that capacity, yes. I do connect with people off of social media sometimes to help me out with properties that are far away from me. That's if I don't know somebody in that area. But I don't use remote salespeople in the capacity of like having someone work for the office that's working from home. No. Anybody that works here or works for Infinity has to be in here at Infinity. The only ones who are remote, or so to speak, are the ones in the Philippines that handle a lot of our back office stuff. And even they have a location in the Philippines to go report to, because Q has a office and a bunch of stuff out in the Philippines. So. Oh, okay, Jason, I see what you're saying now. How much do I think investors should pay for a company that manages PPC campaigns for them every month? Dude, I have no idea, because there's a lot that goes into PPC. iSpeed to Lead is not managing a campaign for us. We are getting leads from them. That's just it. How much a company or investors should pay for a company that manages them, I have no idea, because there's a lot that goes into it. creating the landing pages, the click ads, all that stuff. That's a question that one's kind of beyond me, brother. So don't get me to lie. Now, my question to you, Jason, is: do you manage a PPC company? Is that why you're asking? Interesting. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
All right. So you're managing for 4 investors right now. And I take it the question is you may feel like you're not charging enough, or is there questions about you charging too much? You got to get a little bit more detailed so I can help answer that question. What are you currently charging? You charge monthly, weekly, or do you charge based on leads? Okay. Sounds good. 800 a month. How many leads do they generally get in that month? All right. Angel asks, how many hours do you cold call a day? So we generally cold call in here from about 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Occasionally, you'll see me pull a late shift and go as far as like 8 o'clock at the latest, right? So, and just so you know, you can call up until 9 o'clock, but I don't like calling people after 8. It's just my thing, right? I would say, so I mean, we generally do like, yeah, from about 10 to 5. Yeah, we're doing calls all afternoon. Y'all see us here on the live, usually from 1 to 5 doing the calls, but we come in here at 8 o'clock in the morning, have our meeting, get the workout in, and start doing SMS follow-ups and regular follow-ups. So we're at it all day. My inspection period is normally 14 days. 14 days is my inspection period / option period, because within 14 days time, I have gotten somebody out to that property, gotten pictures and video that I need, and estimation on what the rehab is going to be. And I've also probably already gotten a few buyers out there. So usually 14 days is about the max that I do. Happy Thanksgiving, Gabe. Had a good one. Had some fun last night singing karaoke over at Q's house. I didn't do any singing. I actually watched his family do the singing, but it was fun nonetheless. Had a great one, man. Made the best out of it. That's all I can do, you know. How was your Thanksgiving? Hopefully it was a good one. Hope everybody on had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. Any of you need help with leftovers, don't hesitate. Is a contractor necessary? Not if you know your numbers. All right. If you know your numbers, the contractor isn't necessary, but sometimes you have something that you can't see, like the stuff under a house, plumbing, foundation. If any of those are in question, I'll get a contractor to come out, give me a bid, or let me or do an inspection, let me know what's wrong. Might cost a couple $100. Just depends. So 40 to 70 leads per month nationwide under a 5K budget. So they got to pay you 5K, right, to generate the leads, to do what you do in the marketing. And then they pay 800 a month, which is, I'm assuming, your fee for doing everything, because the 5K is the marketing. Okay. Sheesh. Get expensive. Inbox me, Jason. This might be something we could chop it up about, man. Hit me up on IG if you got it, or Facebook, whichever one works best for you. Checking to see how far along I got. Oh yeah, somebody asked. Who asked me? Yeah, Gabe, I was on the phone with a lady down in Miami, man. I'm gonna send her a novation deal later on this afternoon. She's gonna go over it with her husband, and I'll give her a call back tomorrow and see if we can make something shake. All right, so this guy is interested in novation. I just called him, but hi, Mr. Wise. This is Pablo reaching back out to you. We've spoken about possibly doing a deal with your property under novation, but I was waiting to hear back from you to see if you'd had time to review the contract and see if this is something that you would like to move forward with. Period. Please either shoot me a call or a text and let me know if you would like to move forward. Thank you. Yes, Angel, the wholesale market is good in Miami, in Orlando, in Tampa. Basically, I mean, I know a lot of people in Florida who are doing their thing. Got one of our students out in Florida. She's doing good. Got a good friend of mine out in the Central Florida area. My boy Chris Allman, he's doing fantastic out there, killing the game on both sides. So yeah, Florida's fire, man. Just got to know your numbers. So Homer, on air call, right? Air call is just like using an iPhone. You know what I mean? It has all the features and does everything. So I just use air call to make all the calls, because every phone call is recorded, and that way we can track things. And I also use it to send out the text messages to the people I'm calling, because it only makes sense for them to get a a text message from the number that just called them. You know what I mean? What is required to be one of my students? Hit me up on DM, Homer, and we can go through that, man, so I can figure out what exactly you need assistance with and how I can be the best of service to you. Okay, so if you want to chop it up, hit me in Instagram in my DM, or on Messenger for Facebook in my DM, and I'll send you my number and we can jump on a phone call. All right, Angel, how did I get started in wholesaling? That's an interesting story, man. So I used to be part of a network marketing company a long time ago. So I've always kind of been in sales. I used to work for DirecTV back in the day as well, did a lot of their sales. So I've always kind of been in sales and just been good at it, right? Well, when I was in a multi-level marketing company, I was also in the oil field then, and things kind of went south. Long story short, went through some hardships in my life and was homeless, and with my ex-wife and kids then, right? And my mentor from the multi-level marketing company was a guy by the name of David, right? So David, he always saw potential in me, and he told me, he said, dude, I'd like to get you started in real estate, man. I know some people that I could connect you with, because he's a private money lender, right? So David's like, look, I could connect you with some right people in the real estate game, and I think that you would do great in there. And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm fucking homeless right now. Let's run it. So he introduced me to Sam and Madison Madrid, who were good friends of mine, and they do a lot of owner finance here in San Antonio, right? They buy properties and then they owner finance them out. So they hired me and trained me in doing acquisitions for them, right? Finding properties from them, buying properties from other wholesalers, or buying properties on the MLS from realtors, right? I just bought properties for them. I was their property buyer. I'd inspect the properties, and after we bought the property, then I would be in charge of the rehab, getting the property rehabbed and set up so that way we could get a family in there who was going to purchase it from us, owner finance. So in the midst of doing that, one time I was doing a deal with my good friend Aaron Bevins, right? So I was buying a property from Aaron Bevins. Both of us were making money off of it, right? The difference is that Aaron was making 20 G's. So when I got the HUD, I saw I was getting 2,500. I saw Aaron was getting 20 G's. I called Aaron up. Aaron was on vacation with his wife in California. And I said, hey, my guy, I think they made a mistake on the HUD. He said, oh, yeah, what makes you say that? I said, funny story. I look on the HUD. I'm getting 2,500. You're getting 20 G's. He says, no, it's not a mistake. I said, what? And I said, hold on, y'all make that much money? He was like, yeah, bro, you can make as much as you want. And so I knew what wholesaling was, but how they went about getting the properties was interesting to me, because Aaron told me how he did it, right? And I was like, well, that's dope. I said, but I think we could do it better, bro. I said, there's a way to do this faster. And so that's when me and him kind of created the whole cold calling Wolf of Wall Street deal, right? But the funny part was we were even doing it wrong, even though we were making hellified money, because we were doing it with no systems whatsoever. Like, we didn't have PropStream, Propelio, Smarter Contact. We didn't even have Podio. Dude, we had everything on spreadsheets, and we had highlighters. One thing me and Aaron kept was highlighters on deck, okay? Because you had to highlight the numbers that weren't any good anymore, and you had to highlight the ones that were good a certain color. So that's pretty much how I got started. And then Q came along, and Q was introduced to me by Aaron, because Aaron already knew him, right? And then Q was like, man, guys, there's all these systems. This is fire what y'all are doing. But Q literally tells me, he says, I can make this better, right? And so Q had all these systems and stuff that we didn't even know about. And then so by taking those systems and then what we were doing, putting it together, and then fast forward to here now today, this is what you got. Wolf of Wall Street or cold calling right now. So that's pretty much how I got in, man. And then I think my first little campaign that I did, I literally only had $100, and went and bought Bandit signs and got my first deal doing from Bandit signs. Made a quick $5,000, and it was funny because Aaron helped me out with that one, you know. And then since then we just took off, and it was, you know, been a beautiful thing. So yes, Gabe, I am the only one grinding in here today. The office is completely empty. And y'all see I got a beautiful view of the city, so to speak. But yeah, I'm the only one up in here today, man. I'm just hungry like that. You know what I mean? What can I say? I got a hunger for more type attitude. Got a lot of stuff going on. All right, so let's see. Did I notate that one? Yeah. Okay. Next one. I came in literally because I knew it was Thanksgiving yesterday, and I was like, well, shit, a lot of people are going to be off and be home today. So I said, well, why not? I ain't got really nothing to do. I might as well make a call. You know what I mean? I might as well try to get a hold of a few people because everybody's going to be home, right? This is we're always looking to catch people when they're home or when they're free. Why not catch them on a Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, when more than likely 90% of the population is not going into work today, unless you work fast food or Walmart or one of those big box stores. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna come get it. You found me, Lawrence? Let's see. Where'd you find me on? Was it on IG or Facebook? Let's see. Oh, I get so much spam. Okay, it wasn't on Facebook. Let's see if it's on IG. I ain't got nothing from you, Homer. Yeah, IG is what you see on the screen, the Pablo.Escobar. But I don't have no message from you, big dog. Okay, got you, Homer. All right. Corey, you saying you 20 minutes away? Is that what you're telling me? All right, let's see. This one's in Katy, Texas. This is another one. I sent them a novation agreement. She never. All right, let's see.
person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
It's a big surprise. All right, this is one in Cape Coral, Florida.
Hello, this is Gilbert.
Hi, Gilbert. This is Pablo. How you doing today?
Yes, sir. I can help you.
Well, I was giving you a call because my leads team has sent over your information about your property on Southeast 25th Lane that you were looking to sell. Are you still looking to sell it?
I have it with a realtor. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's already listed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Completely understand then. How long have you had it listed for?
2 weeks now.
Okay. How much you asking?
I need 350.
Okay.
350, 340.
Now, has the house already been remodeled or rehabbed, anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have like what, inside, outside, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we put a new roof on it about 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
But yeah,
Any updating or anything like that on the inside?
the bathrooms, kitchen, everything. I mean, I bought it in 2010, so I redid the bathroom.
Got you. Okay.
I closed up the garage, air conditioning. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the line.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Well, yeah, for me, it's probably not something I would do because I'm an investor. I like to buy properties and flip them like you see on HGTV. So if you've already done all that and got it listed, yeah, it probably wouldn't be a deal for me.
Yeah, but all right, man, no problem.
All right, then. Have a good one.
Yeah.
So how's that? Okay, this is a lady I've been trying to reach. She's been sick off and on a lot. How do you determine repair costs? Do you do 20, 30, or $40 per square feet? All right, Gabe. So it just depends on the property itself, right? If the property is under a 250, if it's 250K ARV or lower, I generally do my my repairs. If it's make ready, like 18 to 24. If it needs any of the big ticket items, I generally do like 26 to about 32 a square foot, depending on. There you go, Jason. I just approved you, bro. Just depends on the property, right? If the property's over 250K ARV, and I mean, like, it's got to be like, in the threes or something like that, then I do my repairs. I do my make ready for anything that's like those high dollar properties. I do make readies like uh, at about 26 to 28 or 26 to 30. And then I do the rehab themselves if it has any of the big ticket items. Generally I do them from like about 42 to 46. So just depends on the property. If you need help doing numbers on the property, send me the address and I'll help you out. All right. And let me get this other call. Let's see. If it's a total gut, ooh, what's the ARV is supposed to be? Huh, Homer? Tell me what your ARV is, and I'll tell you what that gut rehab gonna run you, man. With a gut rehab, yeah, I gotta know some specifics. It's about a full gut, like a full gut rehab. What's the ARV? 300K? 300K, Arizona. I would do it at let's see. I'd probably play it safe. I'll do it at like on 300K. I'll do it at about 36 a square foot. Depends on the finishes. The other properties around you, what type of finishes do they have? Are we talking crown molding, French doors, quartz, butcher block, or granite countertops? We talking about, the dope ass master suites with the garden tub and the walk-in shower? What type of finishes are on the properties that you're comparing to? If it's the high-end finishes, then you want to go higher, right? You'll want to be in the 40s on the rehab. If it's not the high-end finish, you could be at the low 40s. So basically, I'd play safe. If we're talking about a basic 300K home, nothing too overly fancy, then I would say you could do it like 36, 38. If we're talking a little fancy or more modern, right? Okay, so middle class, not too fancy, but are we talking modern? More modern sense is what it would be too. There are a lot of modern stuff in the rehabs that have already sold. Because it sounds like you're probably going to be at about 40 to 42 a square foot on that rehab. Okay. Yeah, 40 to 42, bro. How many square feet is it? $2,000. Yeah, full gut, you're looking at about 80, 90. Corey, what you talking about, man? I've been talking about these numbers.
Hello, this is Angie Gutierrez. Please leave me a name and number, and I will get back with you.
Sick of you leaving you messages, Angie. You ain't never answered none of them. Corey, I be talking about these numbers every day, big dog. You should know these. Oh, she wanted me to call her back Monday. Let me set that. Da-da-da-da-da. No. Hi, Miss Angie. Hoping you're feeling better and had a great holiday. Is this her calling me? No, this is somebody else. Okay, let's see what's up. Hello, this is Pablo speaking.
How are you? This is Sandra.
It's who?
You texted me about the house.
Yes, ma'am. How's it going?
I'm okay.
Well, I was. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to ask, when you talk about buying it, what are you thinking about? Is this like an investment, as in buying to rent, or what are you thinking about?
So usually when I buy properties, I either buy them to do like a fix and flip, like you see on HGTV, or if they're already in good condition, and let's say there's good rental numbers in the area that makes sense for me, then I'll buy a property and keep it as a rental. Uh, so usually if it's not one of those two, sometimes I'll buy a property and work on it, maybe see if I can turn it into an appreciating asset or something like that and keep it. Or sometimes I'll buy a property that maybe only needs a little bit of work, but it's not really something for me to keep. And so I'll fix it up and I'll sell it to one of the hedge funds I deal with.
Oh, I got you. So then basically you're not going to give me what I want because you're trying to make a profit off of it.
Well, it just depends on what you want. If your house is already in good condition, then I would just recommend listing it, because I'm never one to try to lowball anybody. I'm not trying to devalue your property or take away from what you deserve for your property. I just buy properties based on their condition. So if it works for me, great. If it doesn't, what I try to do is at least be of help to someone like yourself. Because sometimes there's sellers who I talk to who they tell me, look, Paulo, my house is in good condition. I want to sell it, but I don't want to list it because listing it, I'm going to lose money having to pay the realtors, And so in those type of cases, I tell the seller, well, look, I can help you sell your property for you, and it's not going to cost you a thing with me, because I would just do it like I do with when I sell my properties to a hedge fund, and that process is called novation, and basically you would be giving me the rights to sell your property for you.
But then what do you get out of that?
Well, whoever I would bring to the table as a buyer, they would pay me a fee, and that fee doesn't come out of what they're paying you, and that fee doesn't come from you. It comes straight from them.
From them, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I got you. Because I'm asking these questions because I've already, I've spoken to two people already, and they basically, well, one guy was forthright. He said the same thing. He said, the best thing for you to do is there's nothing wrong with the house. Put your house on the market and, sell it.
Yeah.
And my thing, though, is like you said, I've contacted real estate agents, and I'm looking at, 5,000, 6,000 that I have to pay them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to cut into, because I know that the market is cooling off.
Oh, it's cooled off.
It's cooled off.
Yeah, it ain't cooling off. It's already cooled off. It's cold. These interest rates are making it ice cold right now.
Right. So I know that would cut into my profit.
Yes, ma'am.
So if that is possible, what you're talking about, then that would be of some interest to me.
Okay. Can you send me pictures of your property so I can take a look at things, and that way I can see if your number is going to be a viable number that we can work with? And
All right.
and if you want, let me give, because I can give you my email address to send the pictures to, because I know sometimes large picture.
That's easier.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I'll give you my email address. Let me know when you're ready.
That's you're gonna text it to me. All right, go ahead.
It's Pablo, Pablo .infinity, IN.
Oh Lord, hang on.
Okay, I got you. Sorry about that.
The pen didn't. No, it's not you. The pen didn't start writing. Pablo.infinity.
Yes, ma'am. HS at gmail.com.
All right. I'll do that.
And if you give me your email address, I can send you the novation paperwork just so you can take a look at it.
Okay.
What's
Can
your?
I text it to you at this number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll do that. All right. I'll see how it goes.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Thank you for reaching out to me.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. And you can reach me at this number, and let me give you my direct cell line number as well.
All right, go ahead.
210-974.
Let's see what I just wrote. 989.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I got you. Thank you.
Okay. Look forward to hearing from you.
All right, no problem. Bye-bye.
All right. Simple, guys. When you can't get them one way, you got to have another way. Know what I'm saying? All right. It's 420. See. Oh, you outside, Corey? Oh, backside white truck. Are the doors locked? Y'all give me a second, man. I'm gonna run downstairs and go get Corey real quick. All right. All right. My guy Corey is about to come up. Man, it is brick outside. Shit. It was not this cold when I came in today. Sheesh. Man. All right. Man, it was chilly outside. Damn, I did not expect that. It was warm when I came in. Temperature dropped about 20 degrees. All right, let's see. All right. There he is.
The lone wolf.
What's good, brother?
Killing it today, sir.
Just on the grizzly, you know. Gotta hit this grind, man.
It's a beautiful thing. I got you right here on the live on my phone. I had it on the magnet in the truck.
So I know y'all want to see my man Corey. He just came in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's a contractor here in San Antonio that know all the guys here at Infinity, a whole bunch of cool guys.
So what's good with you, man? How's things been?
Just enjoying the week off.
Yeah.
Man, Thanksgiving stuff.
What's up?
How you been?
On the grind, G. On the grind. We got a saying in my family, man, and my stepmom, she's from Panama, right? So she used to always have this saying, "En la lucha que es mucha, pero que chucha."
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Always in the battle, man. Always on the grind. Homer says, "What's up?" Yeah, Homer. He's been on today watching the live. I done grinded through about 40 calls, man. Like little 40 calls and text messages.
You might got to smooth another 40 more.
I'm thinking about it.
Time right now, 4:20.
428. Getting kind of hungry though. I ain't gonna lie.
15 an hour.
Huh?
Doing about 10-15 an hour. How many are you doing?
I just set up to do all my
No, it takes a little extra time when you're sitting here socializing the whole time.
Yeah, it makes it take longer. I ain't gonna bullshit. But it's cool because I get to help people out. Matter of fact, this guy just sent me. Gabe just sent me a property address. Needs help doing the repair costs. Let's see.
This isn't even the office no more, bro. This is a full-blown gym.
Bro, we about to switch it up. All the gym stuff is gonna get moved, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna move it into one of the other offices, right? And make that a gym by itself, and then we got more room on the floor here. Matter of fact, shit, James is the last time you came through. We got the two new girls. They've been killing it, bro. Two new girls. They both got contracts each up. They I think Ari's got like what 4? Ari's got like 3 or 4. Mariah's got like 2 or 3.
Are your leads to them filtered by VAs, or is those completely cold?
So the way we've been doing things since last time, right? We got things going with I Speed the Lead and these PPC leads, right? So literally everybody in the office is we have our SMS blast that run in the morning, right? Everybody, got like 200-300 text messages that go out every morning. And everybody, myself included, has like 200-300 text messages that go out every morning. So you reply to those in the morning as they're coming through, right? We have the smarter contact pulled up. We work on that because we like to call more so in the afternoon, right? We get more interaction and more contact with people in the afternoon and later hours, right? So for the most part, early part of the day is the follow-ups from the day before and your SMS. And then at 1 o'clock we go on live and we do all the PPC stuff, right? And they're doing PPC in the morning as well. It's just we're not on the live with it just because we have such a high volume of it, right? Like right now, when the team on Monday, when the whole team is back, right, we'll have like probably close to 100 new PPC leads. Like I looked already this morning, like when I first got here, right, and there was
That's just based on whatever budget y'all.
Huh?
It's just based on whatever budget y'all use. That's how many leads y'all get, or you just have the service on in there.
it's good, right? But we've noticed that we're getting a lot of properties in rural ass areas. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to target a market where, like for example, San
There's
Antonio,
buyers,
exactly, where there's hungry buyers, right? It's another thing to get a property that's in West Bubblefuck Egypt.
and then have to convince your buyers, hey, this is a good opportunity.
Not
possibly.
even wait. No, not even convince the buyers. Find the fucking buyers. Some of these
So I'm saying
properties,
you gotta take them like out of their niche that they're operating in and be like, hey, there's something out here, because obviously you're gonna sell these people.
well, what we do is we skip trace the cash buyers in that area from PropStream, and then they get a email and a text blast and phone call to see if they're interested in buying and what their buying requisites are, and we try to move forward from there. But some areas are so fucking rural, dude, that there's no buyers in that area that pop up.
No cash buyers.
None. Like you can't even find cash transactions that have taken place in the last 10 years.
So then you move to the closest place that has 100,000 plus people
and try to see if we can get somebody interested in that regard like that. But see, where we tell people PPC is advantageous for them is because unlike us, like someone like yourself, for example, you may not be looking to do nationwide. So you're not going to take in a smorgasbord of useless shit that you don't have nobody to buy, right? So for you, you might target, say, specifically this market. It'll be a fire for you because it's San Antonio. You know buyers in San Antonio. You know properties are being bought and sold in San Antonio and surrounding areas. So it's a no-brainer. It's easy. But when you go on the national level, it's like we're trying to sell properties in Georgia, right? And in Georgia, first thing anybody thinks of is ATL, maybe Augusta, some shit like that, right? Well, you get some property in some part of Georgia nobody's ever heard of. It's like
I lived in Duluth, Athens, somewhere right around there.
I got some leads from Duluth.
Yeah. There was the Real Housewives from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in a nice subdivision right there. Me and some of my family lived in that subdivision.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a dope crib for a little bit. Yeah, the stories had the boom boom room in the bottom.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm. Came back to Texas.
Look at that face.
Whole thing transpired since then.
Jason, don't worry. Me and you are definitely going to talk about some PPC, bro.
PPC.
Yeah, this guy joined the live today, Jason Rafiq. He does PPC, and I'm interested to see what me and him are going to talk about. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna wait. I'll probably give him Jason. If I'm sure you're listening, I'll probably give you a call when I leave the office today, and me and you could chop it up. And then if anything, I'll get Q to jump on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have a conversation together, brother. All right, because you got my interest tweaked a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm intrigued. Yeah. Says he's working with 4 investors currently, about a $5K budget per month, and he's averaging. I think he put in there like
40 to 70.
Yeah, 40 to 70 leads per month for them.
For each individual one, or is he shopping them all the same?
That is a good question, Jason. Did you hear that? The 40 to 70 leads that you're creating on a monthly basis, is that the 40 to 70 leads per investor that you currently have an account with, or is that 40 to 70 leads that you disperse amongst them?
He's like, that's the question. I don't want to be honest.
Like, wow, you had to ask me that on live. All right. Oh, individual. He says that's individually.
That's solid.
That's solid, Jason. That's sounding pretty solid. I need to hear some.
Conversion rate after that.
Yeah, I was just about to hit him with what's the conversion rate, what's the KPIs, what's the amount of properties contracted and closed on a monthly basis. You got my interest tweaking. Guys, I hope you're getting a lot of value out of the day. I know there hasn't been a ton of phone calls, but I have gotten a few good calls and shown you guys a few different little avenues and ways to talk to people. So I hope you've gotten value out of that. Let's see. Let's see. So what you got going today, man?
Just a couple sales calls. Trying to get a couple deals closed.
What you got working?
Lined up for a couple weeks for Christmas, so I can not work most of December. A big epoxy floor and a big fence. Have that. Be about 3 weeks worth of work.
You got your own company, right?
Yeah, Perfection Fencing. And I work for these guys in town named Modern Day Concrete, some cool guys.
Do the epoxy floors.
They taught me how to do epoxy floors. I worked for them about a year. And they taught me basically everything decorative concrete.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's a really good trade to know. It's a good, very profitable trade.
Ah.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Ship. Oh, wow.
Told you I'm gonna bring you some turkey legs.
Well then.
Let's be out here. That's putting in the gun machine, with the money machine, shooting them everywhere.
Bro, Q came in. It was funny as hell. I think I was on the fucking live, bro. I was literally on the live, and he just comes over with the money gun and just drops like all of them on me. It was funny as hell.
It's kind of irresistible. You can't help it.
Yeah, it was funny. We've done it in the club a couple times. Good days, good days.
Which club?
Oh, huh? No names on live. All right. Well, listen, guys. Listen, I'm gonna wrap this up here, man. I'm gonna chill with my guy Corey. It's been a good day. Got a few done. I need to send out some paperwork, man. I appreciate all you guys coming on board right now and watching this live. Jason, I am gonna be hitting you up. Make sure, do me a favor, Jason, if you haven't done it already. In the DM, shoot me your number, bro. Okay. And then hold on real quick before I go. There was somebody who needed help with a property. Let me knock that out for them real quick. Gabe sent me a property. Gabe, I got you, bro. I'm not leaving without doing that property. I got you. All right, let's see. All right, I got you, Gabe. I'm about to put this in right now. Don't worry, I'm not going to put nothing over the live. I'll just give you the numbers. Let's see. Let's see. All right, Gabe, pulling it up right now. Let's see. So one thing I want to advise you, Gabe, if you're not using PropStream to run your numbers, I would definitely recommend getting it. It is nationwide. I've rarely found a property on PropStream that where they can't find me numbers, and in which case, when it is that, then I usually go to batch leads. All right, let's see. All right, so Gabe, so you know, right? When I do numbers, right, I run things real tight because of how the market is. I only do 90 days. Like if I can find properties that have sold in the last 90 days, that's what I use, right? So in the last 90 days, I'm going from August 1st to present, which is a little less than 90 days. So I go back to July. July is just when the market was, real real good. So numbers there are going to be a little bit different. But all right, here's what I'm seeing for ARV for you. I got one property that's sold at 95. I got another one that's sold at 81 and another one that's sold at 60. These are all MLS sales. Now there are some public record sales that are on here. There's one that's sold for 150K or 149, I'm sorry, and it's in your price range. But this is what I will say. The one that sold for 95,000 just sold in October. And the one that sold for 60,000 sold in September. So I'm more inclined to go the 95,000 route. And that one's 1,328 square feet versus your 1,376. And your lot is a little bit bigger, right? So I don't really like using public record sales. I'm going to look at these pictures. Ooh, wow. That's as is. Okay. No, I do not recommend ListSource. That is a waste of money. All right, bro. So ARV on this, I'd play it tight, man. I would do 100K ARV. If you're gonna do the repairs on this one, if you're estimating it, if it's a full gut rehab, I would say you could probably get away at doing it at about 26 to 28 per square foot. Because this one, it doesn't look like from the pictures of the other one, man. I don't see this being no high dollar stuff. So I'd probably do 26 to 28 on your rehab, just depending on how many big ticket items you got on there. All right. With the square footage and all, if you got a full gut rehab on this one, you're probably looking at about 40 to 50K. If it's just some small items, the cosmetics and stuff like that, you're probably looking at about 18 to 24K. All right. Hopefully they got all your questions answered for you, Gabe. If not, you got me in the DMs. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm gonna jump off this right now. You guys have a blessed one, man. I hope you had a happy holidays with your family and your loved ones. Take care, and I might slide through tomorrow. I just might. Just depends on whether or not me and Q go fishing or not. All right. But if not, guys, take care. I'll see you Monday. God bless. We out.